The housing market has been up and down since the pandemic began. Right now, prices are quite high if you are looking to buy a home, and that is mostly due to high interest rates. Will this trend continue, though, in 2023? News 8's Jonathan Fong joining us live in Moline. And Jonathan, you spoke to a local real estate agent, so what did you learn?
Yeah, good morning. And so we're on 11th Avenue C here in Moline. And this is one of the neighborhoods. We looked up and down the street. There's several properties for sale and rent. It's one of the hot markets here. Now, we talked with a real estate broker from Remax, and she says, while there has been a little bit slowing of activity in the Quad Cities, just in terms of the amount of properties listed and sold, she says the Quad Cities market still has relatively healthy activity. She says that Midwest markets like ours tend to be less affected by national trends. Now, the big one right now, that national trend, is the 30-year fixed mortgage rate. It recently peaked at 7%, and that's more than double the amount than it was last year. Now, even in our market, that still has some effect in terms of giving more power to people trying to sell houses. The real estate agent says this is common in our area for houses that are on the lower end, kind of at around $200,000 or less. And while popular and well-presented homes are still selling at above listing price, she says we're not seeing extreme numbers like we have in the past couple of years.
Our business is going to be a little slower, I think, but we're going to be seeing more of a normal market. Things that we saw, 5, 6, 7 years ago, a few more days on the market and not as much pressure on a home with maybe competing offers.
Now, buying houses is only just one part of the story, though. As we know, across the U.S., many people have been struggling with crazy spikes in renting prices. But Kim says that's the reason why there is a shift in the kinds of home buyers that we're seeing. Coming up later in the show at 6:50, we'll be talking about how renters in our community are looking to become first-time homeowners. Back to you, Ann.
All right, Jonathan, thank you. And nationally, the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate, again, Jonathan already said this, it has more than doubled from a year ago. According to financial experts, there will likely be a decline coming up later this year.